You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you can keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Hail to the commanders, hail Big Ronnie. Pull me up out the holler, that's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends, me running off you on the porch crying, girl, I don't guess I blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 19.
They run for the first down with Ty Chandler. And Hardline's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Ty Chandler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen caught along the left side by Howard. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 28-yard line.
Allen going to audible to a different look. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Cook up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Bills at 9-2 to start play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. They went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. Fields, a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st down. 1st and goal, Washington.
Here we go, son. 19 instruction. Hey, 10.
Here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Looking for James Cook out of the backfield that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Brings up third and
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 57 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Commanders 14, Bills 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. Hey, 331. Hey, Craig, Chip Smith.
Back to throw. Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And the Commanders first down.
To the air again, Fields. Going up top. That is incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Here's Chandler. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They run it with Chandler. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Throwing deep for Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Allen going to run with it. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point.
Chase McLaughlin lining up for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Commanders 21, Bills 7. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Something lost and never seen.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Alert! Round 80! Gun!
Throwing now is Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
It's fourth down.
Allen going to go on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Up. Hey, Ken. Delta. Angel. Say hi.
Fields. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, Ken.
Fields now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Going deep this time for Miller. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Chandler. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Chandler again. This time he's in for a Commanders touchdown. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Allen going to change the look here.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Finding Walker complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
Now Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Bills. From 8 yards out. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. To throw is Fields. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. And he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Allen now on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Josh Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Pass on for the extra point. And this is now a one-point game.
Makes the score. Commanders 28, Bills 27. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Going up top for Miller. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
At the 44-yard line.
Allen going to throw. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They run with Murray. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him, and still touchdown.
So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Chandler. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Now it's Fields. Looking left. And he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room.
Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 28.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Krosky Merritt to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 5. From the 50, here's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run once more to JCM. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Out of the gun, Fields. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Second down in the yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Now Fields.
At the 24-yard line.
We're going right back to Hamler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, 10. Right.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. From the 3, second and a yard.
Right.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Krosky Merritt.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
Hey, 10. Hey, remember Monday. Here we go. Hey, 319, right?
They'll run for it with Krosky Merritt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Commanders 35. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and
Back
10
now in Buffalo.
at the 21-yard line.
It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Alert!
Throwing now is Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The 10th carry in the game for Cook.
20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
and the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Murphy say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Again, it's Krosky Merritt. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Feels good. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, Monday. Angel.
Fields. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Fields now to throw. He'll try and do this himself.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Kayvon Thibodeau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Throwing into traffic there, that's complete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bills first down.
Now Allen. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Here comes 2nd down.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Allen going to change it up. Give to Cook out of the gun. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
16 yards on the play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Throwing, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Allen. 1st down. Here's the run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He's tackled at the 40.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
2nd and 9.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
319.
To throw is Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing is Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now Fields going to run. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you've got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Back to throw, Fields.
And this will be caught at the 30.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Commanders,
they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Like him, I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hats up in the sky, and we keep getting the